LLMs, large language models. So just this past week, you have seen this talk about DeepSeek, this new AI company, which it costs them a lot less to create all this AI stuff compared to what OpenAI and other AI companies have been doing. But the thing is, how much do you actually understand how AI and how these large language models work, right? So we have been going through the large language model course in the mornings, Mondays and Wednesday mornings. And we've been learning a lot. We just started working on building out my AI content creation workflow that I can just pass in. So right now I just pass in a description, and not even a description, like a rough idea of what the video is about. And then it's going to generate me the description. I'm going to have it generate me the keywords. I'm going to have it generate me a title based on a certain criteria and maybe even the thumbnail as well. So working on that, right? But with that being said, I think it is very, very important for us to get a better understanding of how these large language models work and the three dimensions of large language models, right? So let's get started. Welcome to another episode of Software Explorations, hosted by your truly tech coach, Ralph, where we are Engineer Twin. In today's episode of Software Explorations Content Overviews, we're going to be breaking down the three dimensions of large language models. So join me along for this ride as I break it down. This is in the course that we're taking. The link to the course is in the description. It's a Udemy course that I'm following along with, and I'm learning and I'm streaming what I'm learning in the mornings on Mondays and Wednesdays. But I also want to make these presentations that break it down from less of a project perspective, but actually like what are these things related to large language models, because it is very, very important. If you're going to be working on this stuff, you need to understand how they work as well, right? So that's what we're going to be doing. So with that being said, we're going to jump into it today. Let's switch over to our presentation. So we have the three dimensions of large language models. That's what LLMs stand for. So that's our topic for today. Let's jump into our agenda. So we're going to be going over what are LLMs, large language models. I think we did that already, but I just want to do a quick recap. What is LLM engineering? What we're learning. What are the three dimensions of large language models? We're going to explore what these models are. We're going to explore the tools, which is another dimension. And then we're going to explore the different techniques that they're used, which is the third dimension, right? We're going to talk about how they come together. We're going to look at some examples of large language models, and then we're going to wrap it up with our conclusion. Okay, so let's jump into it. So what are large language models? So large language models are artificial intelligence. So large language models, LLMs, are artificial intelligence, AI, systems that can understand and generate human language. They are a type of deep learning model that uses machine learning to process and analyze large amounts of data. All right, so very high level, that's what large language models are. I believe we have a video that goes deeper into it. If we do, I will link that so that you can go and review that as well, all right? But let's continue. So what about large language model engineering? So it's designing and fine-tuning models, creating, training, and customizing large language models to meet specific application requirements or domain-specific needs, such as healthcare, finance, or customer service. So think about it like this, right? A large language model would be very specific to whatever is trying to service. So you can customize your large language model to be in your industry. So let's say we can have a large language model that is focused on nursing. So a nurse can ask it a question, and then it can go through its nursing database, of all the information that it has been fed in order to provide you an answer in a human understandable form. Same thing goes for finance, customer service, IT, things of that nature. So large language model engineering also is optimizing performance, implementing techniques to improve the efficiency, accuracy, and scalability of large language models, including prompt engineering, model dislocation, and deploying inference at scale. Also, in addition, it's integrating with applications, building and maintaining pipelines or APIs to incorporate large language models into software systems, ensuring seamless interaction between the model and the real-world application, like chatbots, search engines, and automation tools. So if we take into example the content creation workflow that I'm working on, it's right now we're building it out in Jupyter Notebooks, right? Just so I can get this thing working. But then we're going to build a full-fledged UI around it where I can easily go to a website and I say, okay, I need a description about this, and then it's going to generate all the everything that I need. And maybe even in the future, it's going to automatically find the YouTube video that's related to, and then it's going to update it through the YouTube API so that I can focus more on the things that matter and I don't have to spend a bunch of busy work on things here and there, right? So that is the idea behind that. And what I'm doing in the morning is large language model engineering. So what are the 3 dimensions of large language models, right? So the first dimension is models. The second dimension is tools. And the third dimension is techniques. We're going to break down each of those, okay? But let's get some definitions first. So let's jump into models. So what is a model? A model in a large language model, it seems kind of redundant, an LLM, is a mathematical framework trained on vast amounts of data to generate human-like text, understand languages, and perform various natural language processing tasks, all right? So basically, it uses math in order to produce. So when we go on ChatGPT and we ask it a question, that's a bunch of math happening in the background that is able to work in seconds to give you the information that it's giving you. So what are tools in large language models, right? So tools in an LLM are external integrations or extensions that allow the model to perform specific tasks, such as retrieving updated information, running code, generating images. Tools like Midjourney and a lot of other AI companies that generate images and even videos, right? Or interacting with external systems, enhancing its capabilities beyond generating text. Lastly, what are techniques? Techniques in large language models refer to the method and strategies used to train, optimize, and enhance performance of the model, such as transformer architectures, self-supervised learning, fine-tuning, reinforcement, learning from human feedback, RLHF, and prompt engineering. I'm not familiar with this learning from human feedback, but I'm guessing that's like based on the information that it gets from interacting with humans, it is going to be refining its model that way. All right, so let's jump into the types of models that we have. So we have open source, we have closed source, we have multimodal, we have architecture, and we have selecting. So we're going to break down each of those. So what is an open source model? Transparency and collaboration. Open source LLMs provide full access to their code and design, fostering study, innovation, and community-driven improvements. Cost-effective customization, right? They allow affordable tailoring to specific needs without relying on proprietary solutions. So an example of an open source model would be Olama, right? We've used that in the mornings. That is an open source model. It's open to pretty much anybody using it and pretty much customizing it to their heart's desire. Next up, we have closed source models. Proprietary design, closed source large language models keep their architecture and training data private, limiting transparency and external collaboration. Exclusive access, they offer pre-built capabilities but restrict customization, often requiring licensing fees. So for instance, let's take ChatGPT. That's a closed source model. And that is proprietary to code. We don't have the code in the background. If you want to use the OpenAI API, then you have to sign up and pay for that. So that way you don't have to go to the ChatGPT interface. You can actually create your own AI application. That is the same thing that ChatGPT does, but you maybe want to customize it. But to do that, you have to pay for the API fees. The next up, we have multimodal models, right? Say that 3 times fast. So what are they? It's versatile inputs. Multimodal LLMs process and combine different data types such as text, images, and audio for richer understanding and responses. So I'll give you an example of what I think a multimodal model would be, right? When I had my AI clone and I fed it data from my website, from my YouTube channel, from a bunch of stuff, right? And when I'd be able to interact with it, it was able to pull from all those sources in order to give a response, right? And its capabilities, they enable tasks like image captioning, video analysis, and text image generation in a unified model. So another tool, there's a tool that generates shorts, right? Vertical shorts. And it will take the video, it will create the caption based on that video, it will tell you what the video is about, it will give you the score, all those type of things. So those are using, to me, that's also a multimodal model, right? Like I said, say that 3 times fast. Then we have the architecture model. Structural framework, the architecture defines how the large language model processes data, including layers, attention mechanisms, and neural network design. Task optimization as well. It ensures efficiency and scalability while enabling the model to handle complex language tasks effectively. Okay, what about selecting model? So a selecting model is a response or action selection. A selecting model in large language models determine the most appropriate response, tool, or action from multiple options, optimizing relevance and task performance. Techniques. It uses methods like scoring, ranking, attention mechanisms, or reinforcement learning to make decisions efficiently. All right, let's jump into the different tools for large language models. What are the type of tools? So we have Hugging Face, we have LangChain, we have Gradio, we have weights and biases, and then we have modals. So let's jump into each one of those. So Hugging Face. Hugging Face tool, it's a modal hub. Hugging Face provides a platform to access, share, and deploy a wide range of pre-trained large language models. It has easy integration. It offers tools and APIs for seamless implementation and fine-tuning of models in various applications. What about LangChain? So the LangChain tool. It's a framework for large language models. LangChain simplifies building applications by connecting large language models to external tools, databases, and APIs. It also has customizable pipelines. It enables the creation of flexible workflows to manage and chain together multiple tasks and models. So, and that might be something that I incorporate with this content creation workflow, that we'll be able to pick some information from one LLM. We'll be able to pick some other information from another LLM based on the quality that they return for certain things. So, what about the Gradio tool? So it's a user interface creation. Gradio allows the easy creation of interactive interfaces for large language models, enabling users to test and interact with models. It also has rapid prototyping. It simplifies deployment by building pre-built components for web-based demos and model integration. Now, what about the modal tool? So cross-platform execution. Modal enables running large language models and other tasks on various platforms, streamlining deployment across the environment. It also has scalable infrastructure. It provides an easy way to scale applications and manage distributed workloads with minimal configuration. So pretty much it makes it easy to get up and running. A lot of times we're trying to do things like it takes us some time, but this modal model, if you know what a modal is in a website, it's like a little pop-up where it has a little bit of information that you can interact with. It seems like this is the same concept, but in relation to a large language model, where it makes it very scalable. It has cross-platform execution. Really, really cool stuff. All right, what about the weight and biases tool? So model tracking. Too many words that start with M, right? Model tracking. Weights and biases offer tools to track and visualize model training, hyperparameters and performance, collaboration and reporting. It enables teams to collaborate effectively and generate detailed reports for model iterations and experiments. Now, what about the different type of techniques that we have? So we have APIs, we have multi-shot prompting, we have RAG, we have fine-tuning, and we have agentization. Oh, gotta slow that one down. All right, so let's jump into the techniques. The API technique. Simplified integration. Large language model technique API allows easy access to advanced features like fine-tuning, prompt optimization, and model customization. When we're working on in the mornings, like using OpenAI, I can choose which model that I want to use that they offer. I can choose. There's so many different ways I can customize how I want to use OpenAI's API. Right? Task-specific functionality. They provide specialized methods to enhance model performance for specific tasks such as translation, summarization, and or question answers. What about task-specific functionality? They provide specialized methods to enhance model performance for specific tasks such as translation, summarization, or question answering. We also have multi-shot prompting technique. It says contextual learning. Multi-shot prompting involves providing multiple examples to the large language model, helping it learn patterns and context before generating a response, right? So that seems like it would be very accurate. improve accuracy. This technique enhances model performance by guiding it through several scenarios, leading to more relevant and precise answers. Now, the RAG technique, custom model adjustment. Fine-tuning involves adjusting a pre-trained LLM on specific datasets to improve performance on targeted tasks. And it also has task specialization. This technique enhances the model's ability to understand and generate more relevant output for niche or specialized use cases. So you can have, let's say you're a QA engineer. You can have a model that is specialized for quality. Maybe it's like how to report defects, how to different testing techniques that you should follow, things like that. And it can even have like more customized information based on what the company does, you know? What about the fine-tuning technique? Fine-tuning adjusts the pre-trained large language model on specific data to optimize it for particular tasks or domains, such as legal text analysis or medical diagnosis. The purpose of the fine-tuning technique, right? This process refines the model's performance, improving accuracy and relevance in specialized use cases. And then we have agentization technique, task automation. Agentization involves creating anonymous agents that can perform tasks or make decisions based on model output, often integrating with external tools. It also has a context-aware actions. This technique allows models to take dynamic actions or interact with environments, improving decision-making and task execution in real time. Now, let's bring it all together. How do all these relate to one another, right? So the model serves as the core structure, processing and generating language-based outputs such as text or predictions. Now, the tools extend the model's functionality by connecting it to external resources, databases, or APIs, enabling tasks like data retrieval, image generation, or web scraping. And lastly, techniques are strategies like fine-tuning, multi-shot prompting, or agentization that optimize how the model works, allowing it to be more accurate, context-aware, or capable of handling specific tasks. So let's take a look at some examples real quick, right? So we have GPT-3. The model itself is GPT-3. The tool that it uses is Hugging Face, which provides an easy way to implement GPT-3 for text generation, question answering, and more. The technique that it uses is fine-tuning, right? So if you're not sure about what the Hugging Face is or the technique of fine-tuning, go back a few slides or go back a few minutes in the video and catch up on that, right? But the technique is fine-tuning on specific data sets, helps it generate more relevant responses for niche tasks like legal or medical text generation. Now, there's also BERT. BERT is the model. The tool that it uses is LangChain. LangChain integrates BERT with external data sources, creating workflows that use BERT for document search or question answering. The technique it uses is multi-shot prompting. Multi-shot prompting can be applied to BERT to improve context understanding by providing multiple example questions before asking for a response. Then we have T5. So the model is called T5. Gradio allows for deployment of T5 for tasks like translation and summarization, providing a user-friendly interface to interact with the model. The technique is RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. T5 can be enhanced with RAG to pull in external documents for more detailed and context-rich generation. We also have FLAN T5. So the tool is weights and biases. It helps track FLAN T5's training process, including the model performance and hyperparameters to ensure optimized fine-tuning. The technique is agentization. FLAN T5 can be used to create autonomous agents capable of completing tasks such as managing emails or automated workflows. All right, so that is pretty much the 3 dimensions of large language models. So in conclusion, we spoke about what LLMs are, what is LLM engineering, what are the 3 dimensions, which are models, tools, and techniques. We brought them all together, and then we looked at some examples of what these LLMs are and how the 3 relate to one another, right? We said, okay, which one uses Hugging Face, things like that. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts on the 3 dimensions of large language models. Leave me a comment, and I promise you I will answer it. I'll answer you back. I'm just curious to know your thoughts. Do you find LLMs and AI helpful to you, or is it more of a detriment? Let me know your thoughts about that, right? But And there we have it. Hopefully you found this helpful. Hopefully you found this informative. Maybe you're not too familiar with large language models. Maybe you're not familiar with large language model engineering, but guess what? It might be something for you. It might be something for you. So check it out. Join us on Mondays and Wednesday mornings around 7:30, 7:45 a.m. Eastern time as we continue going through learning the large language model course and building out my AI content creation workflow, because it's going to help me make way more videos much more efficiently. All right, that's my goal. Efficiency is always my goal, right? I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Do me a big favor on your way out. If you haven't done so already, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and drop new content as well. Go to techcoachrob.dev, sign up for free today, and then you can level up from there. I have tons of exclusive content. I have free content, which is the sprint reviews that the Tech Barbarians do. I have tiered content where I have access to like how I organize my calendar. I have the full Scrum nights that we do, and then if you are a barbarian, then you can join the Tech Barbarians. You can become a Tech Prodigy member, where I will work with you one-on-one so that I can help you get to that next step. We can run it up together, right? That is the goal of the Patreon, to just add value to all aspects of your life, right? But that is it. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate you rocking with me, taking the time to watch this video, to learn about large language models with me. Like I said earlier, if you have a comment, please drop it into the chat. If you have some feedback, drop it in the chat. Drop a comment, and I will make sure to address you, all right? But with that being said, I am out of here. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Tech Coach Ralph, we are out.
We just show up and grind all day, only results matter anyway. Not straightforward, no time to play. Block out the noise, let nothing sway. We don't care what others pursue. Our focus sharp, our goals so true. Their distractions ain't got a clue. We just win, that's what we do. Turn it up on the victory ride. We got heart and we got pride. Let the doubters run and hide. We're the force they can't deny. Keep your eyes on the finish line. No looking back, no wasting time. We climb the race, we shine and shine. Successes draw like a fine line. Turn it up on the victory ride. We got heart and we got pride. Let the doubters run and hide. We're the force they can't deny. Keep your eyes on the finish line. No looking back, no wasting time. We climb the race, we shine and shine. Successes drawn like a fine line. Turn it up on the victory ride. We got heart and we got pride. Let the doubters run and hide. We're the force they can't deny. Step by step we reach the top. We'll keep going, we won't stop. Watch us rise, see jaws drop. When we win, we own the lot. We don't care what others pursue. Our focus sharp, our goals so true. Their distractions ain't got a clue. We just win, that's what we do. Turn it up on the victory ride. We got heart and we got pride. Let the doubters run and hide. We're the force they can't deny. Keep your eyes on the finish line. No looking back, no wasting time. We climb the ranks, we shine and shine. Success is drawn like a fine line. Keep your eyes on the finish line. No looking back, no wasting time. We climb the ranks, we shine and shine. Success is drawn like a fine line. Step by step we reach the top. We'll keep going, we won't stop. Watch us rise, see jaws drop. When we win, we own the lot. Step by step we reach the top. We'll keep going, we won't stop. Watch us rise, see jaws drop. When we win, we own the lot. Step by step we reach the top. We'll keep going, we won't stop. Watch us rise, see jaws drop. When we win, we own the lot. Step by step we reach the top. We'll keep going, we won't stop. Watch us rise, see jaws drop. When we win, we own the lot. Hey.